Whole life been right about right now.
I have one more question for you, right?
Okay.
Would you say that trucking has paid off for you overall in your journey? And it's kind of a two-part question. Would you say that you've heard the term institutional, right? I coined the phrase truckerized. Would
Okay.
you say would you say, because a lot of drivers like become so overly enthralled in being on the road in their truck that they don't even feel comfortable at home anymore, or some truckers don't even have a home and they're okay with it.
Yeah,
They live on the road, you know.
Well, yeah, I live on the road. You know
You
what I'm
do?
saying? So yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, I have places where I can stay when I need to stay, but as far as having a physical address, no,
You do
because no.
Okay.
And that's by choice. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm sure.
At this point, especially over the road now, I'm more of a regional driver now, and
Okay.
I actually been kind of thinking about a more permanent residence. But
So are
at
you
one point,
truckerized?
to a certain extent, at this point, after being in the industry for so long, I can't go punch nobody's clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't work like that. Everything that I do now is from an entrepreneur standpoint. Where I'm the boss, because I don't want nobody standing over me, and I don't want nobody telling me when I can go to the bathroom and when I can take a vacation. I'm gonna do all that stuff when I want to. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
So yeah, trucking has made me like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as being home, no, at this point, I would love to not ever have to haul another load again.
I know that's right. So you do not have road fever?
Nah, I've been everywhere. Like, the only state I haven't been to is Hawaii.
Okay.
That's I'm gonna fly over there one day. That's actually on my bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. Listen, well, look, that was my last question, but I do have one last request.
Okay.
This is Trucker Talk, Trucker Thoughts, Trucker Stories, the good, the bad, and the gory. Do you have a trucker story that you can unload here before we go?
I have several trucker stories.
I'm sure you do. 20 years in the game. I'm sure you do.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the gory, and that's because
gory.
I've heard some gory stories.
Yeah,
I've heard some gory stories.
I'll tell you, I had this. I had a 2007 Volvo. I think it was like the 670 or something. It was a mid roof. And it was one of my favorite trucks, and I kept it clean. I used to keep the wheels polished on that thing, and like I had the inside set up, I had my TV and PlayStation, and computer set up, everything, and ironically, I just got it painted, you know what I'm saying, and got new headlights and stuff, had it looking real nice. And I was
What color?
It was like a maroon kind of color, cinnamon kind of maroon color.
Okay.
Excuse me. And I was going through West Virginia one night, one morning. It was like about 2:00 in the morning, and I'm kind of micro napping a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I know what that means. Is that a term? Wait a minute. Did you make that up, or is that you made that up, or is that a term?
No, I've heard other people say that before. Yeah, micro napping.
I know what that is.
That's where you're awake, but you kind of dozing, but then you kind of tunnel visioning, and it happens at night. You know what I'm saying? And like for anybody that wants some advice how to beat that, what I do is I have concerts up in the truck. Like I have performances up in here. Like this morning, let me see who performed this morning. It was High Five and Mint Condition. And Color Me Bad performed this morning. Damn, they blew the roof off the place.
Okay.
But no, so I'm going. I know exactly where I was at. Yeah, I'm up in here jamming, got the music going, I'm singing,
I know that too. I know what that is too.
But,
I certainly do.
But I'm going across 77 through Beckley, West Virginia. Well, no, I hadn't made it to Beckley. I was in like Bluefield, like on the turnpike, middle of nowhere, pitch black dark. I'm riding kind of in and out of it. And all of a sudden I see a big deer out in the middle of the road. Like
in the middle of the road.
And he just standing there. And like, I didn't have time to nothing. And I was always taught, trying to hit them good. If you're going to hit them, hit them good. You know what I'm saying?
My daughter gave me that gym before I came out here. She's a driver, right? She got some years before me, 5 years, I think. And she told me some gems, and that was one. She said, get out of the habit of pumping them brakes to avoid anything. She said, because whatever you got in that trailer is coming up there with you when you slam on those brakes. So whatever it is that gets in front of you, get out of the habit of slamming on those brakes.
Right.
And if it's an animal, if it's an animal, hit the gas.
Yeah.
Well, the fuel pedal.
Yeah, knock them on over. You know what I'm saying? So
get them out.
I hit the deer. You know what I'm saying? And first thing I thought about was like, oh man, I just got all this stuff fixed, man. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even want to stop. I kept on driving all night. My headlights were still working. That's all that mattered. I was like, I'll look at the damage later.
Oh, God forbid what the drill was looking like. I mean, the grill, Lord.
It was bad. Like, so I kept driving. I finally stopped at like 8 o'clock that morning in Dayton, Ohio, at the TA up there. You know what I'm saying? I forget the name of that TA because it's not in Dayton. It's like in some little city beside Dayton. But I stopped there and I get out and look at the damage, and I'm just like, just got it out the paint shop, like maybe 2 months prior to that. Had to find the hood because the hood that was on that truck wasn't the right hood and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now I say all that to say, I believe this truck was cursed or something. It wasn't meant for me to have this truck.
Wow.
So, got all that stuff fixed again. And like about, I don't even know, like 5-6 months after that, I'm on 81, I was heading to Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Let me give a little backstory.
Oh, Lord.
I picked this load up Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I picked this load up Friday in Georgia, somewhere down there, Columbus, Georgia. And it was a load of custom cut cedar wood.
Okay.
Like it was going to a Logan's Roadhouse. So you know how like the inside of Logan's, that old kind of looking wood, it was like a whole load of that stuff going to a Logan's Roadhouse in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So I picked that load up on Friday. That Saturday, I went and got some stuff done to the truck. I went and got 8 brand new drive tires because I needed some drive tires. So I went and got 8 brand new drives. Got a truck wash, got my wheels polished. Went by Best Buy and bought a brand new laptop because I had an older laptop, and I was looking for my own loads and stuff. So my laptop was old, kind of running slow. Went and bought a brand new one. Put all the stuff in the truck. Kicked it at home Saturday. Sunday, I took off driving, towards Allentown. I made it up to somewhere in West Virginia, and going up 81. Like I want to say I was in like I can't think of the name of that little town. Like it's up there near the top of West Virginia.
Okay.
So that Monday morning, I get up early, did my pre-trip, looked around truck, everything looked good. Filled up my tanks. Take off driving and go through that little strip of Maryland, then get into Pennsylvania. And there's this city when you first cross into Pennsylvania called Greencastle.
Okay.
Now, I delivered there before. It's a bunch of Amish towns up through there, and like really nice people. Like I had never met Amish people, but like until I started, delivering loads up there, really, really nice people, and they, got like the old school, everything riding their horse and buggy,
right.
They got, you go to their stores, they got the best produce. They got like greens, cabbage, tomatoes,
the best
no
of everything.
GMOs, no chemicals, no nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all of that, you know what I'm saying? So I used to go up that way a lot back then, and I know they don't have landfills. They burn their trash, right?
Yeah.
And burn leaves and all. So during the wintertime, going through there, you're going to smell stuff burning all the time. So I'm riding up 81. I done passed through there, you know what I'm saying? And I kept smelling something burning. Now, at the time, I was smoking Black and Milds. And I get down to the bottom, I flick the butt out the window or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, maybe I flicked the butt out the window and it came back up in here. So I ride for a little while, and then I start smelling it again. I'm looking around like, man, something burning up in here, man. Like I keep smelling something burning, and it smelled like burning leaves or something. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm kind of smelling it strong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like. So I get on up a little bit up close to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and it's a rest area on 81. And I made myself a mental note to stop at the rest area and just do a walk around check because I keep smelling something burning. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
I kind of slick forgot for a second until I was passing, and I was like, "Oh man, I meant to stop at that rest area." Let me go ahead and pull over on the side of the road right here at this rest area while I got some, shoulder, to pull up.
Yeah.
Soon as I pulled over and popped the brakes, like smoke came from up under the truck on both sides all around. So I'm like, oh no. So I jump out. I look between, like back then, the Volvos didn't have like the fairings. It was like my tanks, and you could see all the way to the other side. So I'm looking in between the cab and the frame, and I see fire like near where the gear shifter would be at. So like I grab my fire extinguisher and I'm trying to squeeze in between the cab and the frame and put it out, you know what I'm saying? And like the wind was blowing too. It was cold this morning, you know what I'm saying? The wind was blowing, and I almost got the fire out. Like it had died down to like some little flickers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the wind was blowing.
The wind.
And my fire extinguisher was dead, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, so, and the truck is smoking. So I'm like standing on the side of the road, like seeing drivers coming down up 81. And I'm like waving my fire extinguisher at them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, man,
come help me.
Need some help. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Help me save my truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, folks just kept going. Did nobody stop?
What?
So I look back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I look back and like my truck is starting to blaze. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, this was early in my trucking career. I didn't know that diesel doesn't have a high flash point. Like gasoline does. Like, gasoline, you can light the vapors of gasoline will ignite.
Okay.
Diesel, you can actually put a cigarette out in diesel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't catch on fire.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, it's got a very low flash point.
Okay.
But me not knowing that, I'm thinking like, hey, this truck might blow up or something. You know what I'm saying? Let me get away from it. You know what I'm saying?
You would think that.
Knowing what I know now, I would have got up in my truck and saved some of my shit, you know? Because the truck burned down to the frame.
What?
And I'll never forget,
what? Now wait, hold on. Because what was actually on fire? You said it was between the cab and the frame. So was it like?
Okay, I'll get to that. I'll get to that part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like while the truck is burning, you're like, I called, 911, was like, telling dispatch, hey, I'm on the side of 81 at mile marker, such. My truck is on fire, you know what I'm saying? And the lady was like, yeah, I already got the fire department on the way. I can see your truck on fire. I'm like, you can see it? She was like, yeah, we got a surveillance camera on the overpass right in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
That's what let me know that every overpass on the interstate is under surveillance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because this was back in like 2007 or something. This was years ago.
Okay.
So, fire department, it was like some local volunteer fire department showed up, you know what I'm saying? But by the time, before they get there, like I get off the phone with her, and an off-duty state trooper pull up, Pennsylvania State Patrol officer pull up. The black guy, he was in an unmarked car. He pulled up, you know what I'm saying, and he basically blocked the right lane.
Okay.
And he was like, hey man, let's walk down here a little bit, man, get back, because this like it blazed up quick, like fast. You know what I'm saying?
Gracious.
And mind you, I got a load of custom cut cedar on the back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, once it got back there to the wood, like it flamed up. You know what I'm saying? So we walk on down the road a little bit, and like you can feel the heat coming from the truck. I mean, it's like it's lighting up. So another state trooper pulled up, white guy, you know what I'm saying? He blocked the lane off too, you know what I'm saying? And by this point, like folks coming up 81, they slowed all the way down, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
I can't remember. I think cameras was on phones at this point, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't, if it was phones, it was right around the time when they was brand new. But I mean, if it was cameras on the phone, because I don't remember like if it was phones, cameras on the phones or not. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty positive.
People were definitely slowing down.
You had like sidekicks. You had sidekicks and stuff around that time.
Yeah. So I'm sure somebody caught some pictures. Yeah, you know what? It was because I took some pictures. Now that I think about it. You know what I'm saying? So, so everybody was like slowing down, like looking up the road and traffic all the way back down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Like folks rolling by slow, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing out here on the side of the road with these two state troopers and waiting on the fire department to get here. Watching
your timbers burning, your cedar timbers.
I didn't get nothing out of my truck. All I had on was the shirt on my back and my wallet. I used to keep my wallet like up top. You know what I'm saying?
That was in there too.
My wallet, I ain't have nothing. The only thing I had was my
gracious nation.
And the shirt on my back, my pants, and my shoes I had on my feet, and my trousers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, driver, that story got real bad real fast.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, the Ghorry. That's what I'm saying. Got to the Ghorry part.
That story got real bad real fast.
Yeah, so that ain't all of it though. So I'm standing here with these two state troopers, and I tell you, this is like a little comic relief, I'm standing there thinking to myself, like, man, don't cry in front of these two grown-ass men. Like, do not cry in front of these two grown-ass men. It took everything in me. Like, I'm fighting the tears back, because I'm sitting there watching my shit burn, you know what I'm saying? But 8 brand new drive tires, my old computer, a brand new laptop I ain't even get to open out of the box, television, PlayStation with like 50 games, all my clothes, my wallet with probably like about, back then I used to keep cash. I probably had like $1,000 in cash in my wallet, credit cards, driver license, everything, ID, you know what I'm saying?
Thousands of dollars. Up in smoke. Up in smoke.
You know what I'm saying? So fire department came, put the fire out, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone with my insurance company, which it was Progressive Commercial Insurance. I'm on the phone with them and telling them what's happening, you know what I'm saying? Fire department told me to tell them that they're gonna need 2 low boys to come and with a crane, you know what I'm saying? One to pick up the tractor and put it on lowboy, and then pick up the trailer, because the trailer, like all the wood didn't burn. You know, it burned like maybe a third down.
Okay.
But it was a aluminum frame trailer, so all of that aluminum melted. You know what I'm saying? So like half of the trailer is melted. And the wood is half burnt. You know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. So they had to have a lowboy, for the trailer. Then had to have a hazmat crew first before they even moved the truck and trailer. Had to have a hazmat crew to come out here and pump out the diesel that was still in the tanks, because I just filled the tanks up that same morning. So I probably still had, in 200-gallon tanks, I probably still had 170 gallons of diesel, 180 gallons of diesel, easy. But here's the crazy thing. The heat burnt the tanks in half. Ooh. Like melted the tanks in half. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So the tanks look like, you have folks take those 50-gallon drums and turn them into barbecue grills, like cut them in half and turn them into barbecue grills.
Like they had been welded.
Like they've been sliced in half. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can see the diesel in them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So had to have a hazmat crew come pump the diesel out of the tanks. Then the hazmat crew had to clean up the runoff, all the water that it ran off on the side of the road and stuff from putting the fire out. Then they had to have, a crane come, 2 low boys, get the truck and the trailer, you know what I'm saying? They took it to a salvage yard or something. And mind you, this is like in the depths of winter. It's like freezing cold. Man. I got like a sweatshirt on and pants. And I'm standing out there shivering, freezing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of in shock. And
I'm sure.
Like, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? Then I got a reality check. The fire department, the chief, came up to me and was like, "Hey, young man, what you gonna do? Like, we about to leave. We got a call." You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought about it. I was like, "Damn, yeah, I am. Got to figure out something." Like, so I called my insurance company back. This is what lets you know that insurance companies ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Called them back and was like, "Hey, I forgot to mention, I'm standing out here on the side of the interstate. I'm stuck. Like, I don't have any ID. I don't have any credit cards, no cash, no way to get no money or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it possible for y'all to get me like a rental car or something? You know what I'm saying? So that I can get back home to Georgia." And the dude gonna tell me, he talked to his supervisor or something. He was like, "Yeah, well, my supervisor told me, we've already spent, too much money on your account this morning, and we've got to do an investigation and all this other stuff, and we can't help you." And they left me standing on the side of the road.
What?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tripping.
Wait, so you mean the public servants also left you standing on the side of the road?
No.
Okay.
The fire department did not leave. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
but your insurance left you ass out.
In the cold. I ain't even got a coat on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So the fire department was like, "Well, hey, we got an accident. We got to go to, you want to ride with us?" And I didn't have no other choice. I was like, yeah. So I get in the truck, you know what I'm saying? And they gave me a fire jacket and a helmet to put on and the headphones and shit. And I'm riding, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be totally honest with you.
Took you back to a little boy?
Yeah.
Did you feel like?
Fun. Yeah, I'm on, like, I can hear them talking and they talking to me. "You all right back there?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell all your friends you were a fireman for a day. You know what I'm saying?
That's
ride,
funny.
got the siren going, you know what I'm saying? So we get to an accident. It was like 2 elderly folks that ran into each other, in this small town. So they blocked the road and like EMS came, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out there in the suit, you know what I'm saying, directing traffic like I'm a fireman, you know what I'm saying? And so we did that. And then I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get home, you know what I'm saying? I'm, talking to, my folks, like, trying to see, because I'm like, how am I gonna get on a plane? I don't have any ID, you know what I'm saying?
No
like,
ID or nothing.
So I'm getting it worked out or whatever, and I end up going back to the firehouse with the fire department.
Okay.
And when I get there, it was like, and remember, this is a volunteer fire department, you know, so, you know, it's all volunteer. Like, and I didn't know anything about volunteer fire departments. I have a high level of respect for them people, you know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, they don't get paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I get there, and it's some ladies that work at the firehouse. It was like some older ladies that worked at the firehouse. They had bought some pizza and stuff because they knew that I was coming back. You know what I'm saying? With the fire department. So they had food for me and stuff. Yeah, because I remember one of the guys was like, "Did you eat it? You ate anything today?" I was like, "No, I ain't ate nothing." So they had food for me when I got back.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And yeah,
bad
so
story turned kind of good.
Yeah, it kind of turned, and you know, just the whole thing riding in the truck, it took my mind off of what just happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I was traumatized. I mean, like,
switch gears a little bit. Yeah, that sounds traumatizing.
I had never lost everything. Like and it made me understand how it feels to be in a house fire, to lose everything. Which fortunately, I've never been in a house fire before, but I know people who have. And to 1 minute,
when you living in your truck, that is your house.
Well, at the time, I wasn't living in my truck. You know what I'm saying? I was married at this time. But I had a lot. I mean, I was over the road, and I had a lot of my personal stuff.
Thousands of dollars.
As a matter of fact, I had I had a folder that I used to keep in my backpack all the time with a lot of my military records in it. You know, DD-214 and, you know, just some military stuff, you know, that I used to keep with me, you know what I'm saying? Lost all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. So it was real traumatic, and they, like, temporarily made me forget about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
then,
for a moment.
When I got back to the fire, when I got back to the fire department, like, I had on a long sleeve shirt, but they had got me a sweatshirt to put on, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I ended up, my mom ended up, like, getting me a bus ticket, and had it at will call, and, like, all I had to do was give them the will call number. I didn't have to show no ID or nothing like that. I don't know if Greyhound still do that. And now, you know, mama was gonna leave son up there on the road, you know what I'm saying? So, going to the bus station, they got in the fire truck and took me to the bus station in the fire truck with the sirens going, you know what I'm saying? You know, so once I got back home, I ended up, I got the address, and I had sent them a thank you letter and a card, you know, because, like, they really came to the rescue for me, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't leave me on the side of the road. They made sure I was taken care of, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what?
I appreciated that.
Listen, I appreciate that story. I appreciate your time. I have got to go, but I want to give you props and appreciation for that story and your time for taking this time out. Yeah, for taking this time out for Wild Trucking, Trucker Talk, Trucker Thoughts, and Trucker Stories, because you have shared wonderfully today. Right? Now, before we roll out, I always like to say this to the drivers. You're now a 5-star driver in my book, right?
Okay, I made it to 5 stars. Okay.
You a 5-star driver. I would like to say this: may the road always rise to meet your tires, and may you always be surrounded by divine guides, mile after divine mile.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And wherever you're headed to next, get there in one piece. Oh yeah,
always. That's the objective every day. All right. Should do it safely.
Do it safely. Listen. Thank you again. Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And peace, driver.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Whole life been right about right now.